What's up, guys? Just starting this live now. I think I only went live like once so far, so I don't know too much about YouTube Live, but I'm on a train and run. A little over 4 miles in, technically over 5. I did a little warm up, but then I restarted the clock, so it's showing a little bit over 4 miles. It is 91 degrees outside. Probably gonna get a little hotter. Luckily, the humidity isn't too bad today. It's like 37%, but hot temps. It's 4 p.m. It's actually about 4:30, I think. Yeah, 4:30. Temps will continue to be hot and maybe even a little hotter until probably about 6 p.m., maybe 6:30. Stays real hot here in Central Texas. So don't know how far I'm going today. Like I said, I've done about 5.5 miles today so far. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, been posting a couple of different things. Recently, for the long form videos, I've really enjoyed doing track and field commentary videos. So that's been my main thing recently. And then I'm trying to document my Boston Marathon journey. Still trying to qualify for Boston. I've been training for a while, but I set the goal for myself exactly 1 year ago to qualify for Boston. It's a tough goal. I'm 36 years old. Got like a cool hawk up here. Wow. All right, sorry, I'm not gonna show all the animals because I'm kind of focused, but anyways, yeah, I'm 36 years old. The qualification for Boston, you have to do 26.2 miles on a marathon that's certified by US Track and Field in about a 7:02 pace, but it has to be a little bit quicker actually. The race has gotten so competitive, so you really probably have to aim for under 7-minute pace. It's really hard for me right now to maintain that pace for long stretches of time. But anyways, today's run is all about just getting uncomfortable. I'm not really running fast. I've been running like 9-minute pace, 9:30. It's a little bit slower right now because I'm holding the phone, but yeah, with the temperatures, kind of the goal is just, and sorry if I can't really see the comments, guys. I apologize. It's kind of hard to hold up the phone and run, but if you're there, I think I can see someone. What's up? Hope you're out there doing good today, and hope you get a run in as well. I'll try to reply. It's a little bit hard, but thanks for joining. So anyways, yeah, so for the channel, like I was saying, if you missed it, I post a lot of track and field commentary, just trying to like dissect different races and stuff like that for professional track and field athletes, and then even like well-known runners. Like for example, the video, I'll give you guys a little teaser, but the video that I'm gonna drop tonight is I'm actually gonna talk about the very well-known ultra marathon endurance superstar and hybrid athlete Nick Bare. He actually runs, guys have probably heard of him if you're into running, but he has a big supplement company, BPN, Bare Performance Nutrition, right here where I'm at. I'm in Round Rock, so I've never met him. I would love to meet him sometime. He's a big source of inspiration, and I'm gonna put out a video talking about him and telling people that they have no place making comments on his channel trying to accuse him of steroids. And granted, do I know that he's completely clean? Maybe not, but there's no evidence out there that he's using steroids. So I guess I'm giving you guys a little teaser into what I'm gonna talk about tonight, and I'll get into it in more details. But yeah, I mean, there's no evidence that he uses steroids. He's denied all the allegations. Yes, he's big, he's shredded, he can run, but I don't think that proves that you're on steroids. So I'm gonna try to support my man, Nick Bare, who's been inspiring me to run better each day. So I do a lot of that. I don't really do negative shout outs. For me, I pick people that inspire me, and it's all positive. I'm not really into the whole like call people out thing. It's just positive. If I don't like something, I move on. But if there's a way that I can lift someone up or encourage them, whether they are a professional athlete or a professional like YouTube superstar like Nick Bear, or if it's just somebody that I meet on the side of the road running. It doesn't matter who they are. I want to try to encourage people. I want to try to lift them up. I'm not trying to pick out their downfalls. I think there's enough of that going around in this world. So anyways, yeah, you guys can tune in. I'll talk more about that tonight when I drop the video. Coming up on my 5 mile mark for the run here pretty soon. Probably won't be able to. Sorry, man, I can't see all the comments. Apologize, but I'll try to see if they'll let me post this later, and then maybe I can reply to comments then. I'm still pretty new to YouTube. I mean, I've been doing it for a bit, but I think I only tried to go live like once back in the winter. So like right now, like I said, I'm running. Can't really see many of the comments, but I'll see if I can reply to them later. If you are making comments, I appreciate it. And sorry if I don't get a chance to reply. So I haven't drank any water yet, but I did a 1 mile warm up, about 1.25 miles. I drank a little bit of water after that. Now I'm coming up on 5 miles for the regular run here. So, I mean, at this rate, it's going to be, probably at least a 10-mile run, just based on the fact that I just ran from the house and I'm coming up on 5 miles. It's out and back. So unless I really get that tired and decide to walk, I'm likely going at least 10 today for this straight run. Like I said, in the heat, not really going fast, just trying to stay uncomfortable. Thanks again for the comments, guys. Unfortunately, again, I can't really read them, but I do appreciate the feedback, and I'll see if there's a way that YouTube lets me reply to them after, if I'm able to post this. I'm still trying to figure all that out. So thank you guys for the support, though. I can see some people making comments, and appreciate you guys watching. So I'm thinking about taking my first sip of water when I come up on 5 miles up here in a few minutes. But I do have a full Camelback, so pretty well prepared, I guess, for the heat. But just trying to get better heat adapted and not rely too much on water. So I'll pass the 5 mile mark and then start sipping on some water. If you're just joining, it is about 91 degrees out. I'm in Central Texas. It is 4:30 p.m. This is the hottest time of the day. It will remain at about this temperature probably through about 6 p.m. It might go up just a little bit, but this is probably about the temperature peak of the day. So I have targeted some runs during this time, not every day. I mean, if I'm trying to do a tempo run or go faster, I'm gonna go earlier. But the truth is, I'm still dealing with a fairly significant lower, it's a little hard for me to talk, lower abdominal core injury. It's uncomfortable pretty much all the time. But if I try to go too fast, my body tries to tell me that I probably shouldn't do that. So I'm not doing any track workouts right now. Even tempo runs, I'm typically targeting about a 7:30 pace, which is not super fast, so that I don't redline with my abdominal core injury.
Lap 5, 9:41.
All right, so you guys just heard that. I will say, when I'm holding up the phone like this and talking into YouTube, it does make me go a bit slower, but I'm also getting a bit tired. I mean, like I said, I haven't drank any water. I'm 5 miles into this run. It's 91 degrees out. I've technically done over 6.25 miles today. I ran 12 miles 2 days ago. Very similar temperatures, but for that run, it was approximately 100% humidity because it was like a chance of rain the whole time. So the humidity was like 99%, and it was about 87 degrees outside. So that was a tough run. I actually had to scale that one back a little bit. I initially planned on 20 miles, and based on how I was performing after mile 10, I made the tactical decision to stop at 12 miles. I just thought that I wanted 20, but sometimes in training, balance what you want versus what is going to be more productive. So like I went out to do 20 miles and I was doing okay for a while. I was running like 905, 905, 905, and I hit that pace for like 7-8 miles in a row. But then the pace started to drift just a little bit, which didn't freak me out too much. So I held maybe like a 930. Once I hit 10 miles, my Camelback was drained. I had no water because it was so humid. So I did 2 more miles, and then I decided to walk a little bit. So not telling you guys what you should do, you know, when you're running, but you know, sometimes you go out there with a mission and you have to adapt, if that makes sense, because my body was pretty much telling me, yes, you can finish 20 miles if you want, but you're not in a race, and this might hurt you later on. There's something called red line, which is basically you pass like this, almost like a law of diminishing returns. I'm not too into like math or economics, but you basically pass a certain threshold where you shouldn't really do too much more in training, depending on how you feel. I'm not really describing it too well, but redlining, kind of a big deal. It's basically like when you completely deplete your body during training, but then it takes you out so that you're not even able to race. So for example, in 2015, I was in the Army still, and I was running a bunch of 5K races on the weekends, but I was doing too much speed training. A lot of the times people redline for going too fast. It could definitely be for going too far as well, but I've experienced it more if I try to go too fast too often. Man, I said I was going to drink water, but I'm at 5.36 miles and I still haven't taken a sip of water. We'll get to it. So I think for the purposes of this live, I'm going to end this for now. Maybe for the future, I'll do some longer ones. But I want to challenge myself, but I'm not going to lie, it's challenging me quite a bit just to hold up the phone. So I'm going to end it for now. But I definitely really appreciate you guys for joining big time. If you missed it, I'm at about 5.5 miles right now. Don't know exactly how far I'm going, but it'll be 10 miles at least. So we'll see. But appreciate you guys joining. And if you stick around, love if you subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping a nice one tonight. Like I was talking about, I'll be talking about popular Texas influencer Nick Bear tonight on YouTube. So it's going to be interesting. I'll talk to you guys soon. See if I can figure out how to close this out.